Hey folks, okay, so last episode I got this thing kind of running. It was firing anyways. I spent a little bit of time troubleshooting it. I thought I had carburetor issues. I'm not so sure that there's anything wrong with the carb now. I think it was an ignition system problem for the most part. So what I was finding is with my spark tester here, there was a very, very weak spark you'd see here. But you hook this up to the coil wire and you get a nice strong spark. So I thought it was something to do with my distributor cap or rotor. Cleaned them up real nice and nothing worked. So at the end of the day, it turned out it looked like it was a coil. But I'm going to run you through the troubleshooting steps that I did, just in case you run into the same thing. So here we are. We have my spark tester in line with the spark plug right now, into number 4's wire back to the cap. I'm going to try and show you the weak spark. And of course it's going to make a liar out of me because the coil's cooled off now. But once this warms up, the spark's going to die. And yeah, I'll be right back as soon as it's warmed up. Okay, it's been 5 minutes. So I'm guessing that I must have just had a bad connection to this. Anyways, what I was seeing is I get a really strong spark if I tested directly to the coil. But as soon as it went through the distributor cap, yeah, I'm just going to shut this off so I can talk. As soon as it went through the distributor cap, the spark was so weak when I come out here it would barely even light this up. That doesn't seem to be the problem now. I had taken this coil off and hooked up this other coil that I had sitting on the shelf, and everything fired up right away and it ran beautiful. So I put it all back to do this demo for you guys, and it's working. So I'm guessing I must have had a slightly dirty connection into the coil or something. So anyways, long story short, lesson learned is if you think you have spark out of your coil, but you're seeing weak spark coming out of your cap, but once you've made sure to clean up your cap and your rotor, just double check your connections to your coil before you replace your coil. Anyways, I'm going to keep that other one not far away just in case this thing does start breaking down when it heats up, as coils often do. I've had that happen on the 8N 2 summers ago. If you've been following the channel long enough, you saw the video where I diagnosed that one as well. But anyways, this thing seems to be running, so I think we're pretty close to putting a little bit more gas in there and maybe getting it outside for its first little trip around the yard. Exciting. Okay, hopefully this isn't a mistake, taking this outside. If it stalls out there and I have to tow it back in, I won't be impressed. It's starting that same crap that I was doing with the spark earlier. Alright, I'm not taking it any further outside. Let's get that coil switched over and see how it runs. Okay, I've got my new coil in place here. It's bigger than the old coil, so the bracket that was holding it on doesn't quite fit properly. So I got it kind of temporarily zip tied into place. There's one bolt holding it. If this works, I'll make myself a new bracket. Might be a chance to use my 3D printer to make something creative. Who knows? Okay, so let's give this thing another shot here. Live. Let's see how this works. I haven't tested this yet off camera, so it's anybody's guess, but I think it should be good. Oh, listen to that. That's way better. Power right now. Okay. Go for another one. Wow, not bad, not bad. Listen to that thing purr. All right. Well, this is going to be a rather short episode, but yeah, I'm impressed. And she's got good oil pressure, in case I didn't tell anybody that before. Not driving it with no oil pressure. Anyways, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe. We'll see you in the next one.